Alright, yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my goddess of victory, Nikke gamers? So, chat, I decided to talk about this, of course, because this is not, chat, this is not about talking about what's hot in gacha, right? This is not about what's going on. This is personal to me because I love this game so much and I love to shill for Shift Up, right? This is something that, like, my chat has watched me play this game, and I love every second of it, right? You know, Nikke itself, I mean, of course, it is what it is. It is a, Gooner game. Chat, we are now going to be known as the Gacha Gooner Gang. But what I really want to talk about is the way that this game has screwed over the entire... Chat, this is the Montreal screw job, but it's the screw job of every global Nikke player, because China has just had the new has had a release, right? So this game wasn't available in China and it just released recently. Chat, China has so many quality of life changes. It is actually insane. There's actually a list that goes on and on and on and on about what's happening with the quality of life changes to China. Chat, this isn't even a Chinese game. China is the last one to get this game. It's a Korean game. Korea got screwed over by this. Brother, what? Like, and I'm kind of getting upset and crashing out and getting passionate about this because it's like, why do you screw over, like, home and native, bro? Why? Like, if Korea had the best version of this game, sure, fine, I get it, right? It is what it is. They're from Korea. They want to have, you want to have home field advantage. Sure, that's totally fine. I get it. Why is it that China has all these updates, bro? I don't understand. So we're going to go top to bottom and go through this before I just start ranting and raving, right? Because otherwise this video is going to be going on forever. And the worst part is, I had just watched, dude, I was so happy to watch this. I just watched the brand new Nikke, the new Stellar Blade update video with Nikke, where it shows the Nikke DLC. You literally get to fight Scarlet. It has Litter. It has little Doro in HD. I love it so much. Oh god. I want to get it. I might still get it just because it's an actual full release game. It's not really a gacha game, so if it comes out and it works, I'll get it. All right, I probably won't pre-order it. So here we go. Let's go through every one of these changes, right? So the CN version has practically all the QOL we've been asking for 2 years. That's not a good start. So far, here are the confirmed changes. Loading times are significantly reduced. I know that there is still a lot of problems with the game on mobile because, chat, you guys know my mod. For anyone watching this who doesn't know, my mod and I play this game. We pretty much bond. I don't want to say bond. That sounds kind of weird because of what kind of game it is. But we play this game and we talk about it a lot. And he is constantly getting errors. And I think in the last event, he couldn't do the challenge mode because it would just break on him. And the mobile version just wouldn't work. And I was like, you know what? They'll probably send out a hot fix for it. I don't know if they ever did. I would have to ask Mark if it ever got him a hot fix, but he was just never able to do it. Me, I haven't had that kind of problem yet, but he plays on mobile, I play on PC, so I'm sure someone has had that kind of problem on mobile. So anyways, molds don't have SR, and failed molds build up to 100% SSR mold. Dude, molds don't have a SR and failed molds build up to 100% double SSR. Dude, now I want to see this, right? Because I don't really know if you always get a guaranteed triple S when you use the molds, because I think I'm on a losing streak of 3 right now of redeeming the molds for the gold for the triple SSR. So that one would piss me off, because I remember one time I got like 5 in a row of SRs. Like, why is that a luck-based thing? It should just guarantee you a triple S. It has a SR mold? Why doesn't the SR mold give you SR? Why does the triple S or why does the double S give you double? I don't know. Battle Pass has 2 levels, one just for pulls, one just for resources. I saw this. Of course, there's a video here of this guy going over it, and you can see right here. It shows just the pull one, and then the skin one,
right? But a lot of
and then the free version.
This skin is not a good skin, right?
I kind of like this skin. Still, not the point. What he's saying is that this. And I'll link this guy's video. Shout out to Sefhi. He's showing a lot of this stuff. I want to show, or I wanted to tell you guys that it has kind of like a cheaper version for just the skin, which I would have liked, right? Because $20 for a skin, actually that's not the worst. No, that's not the worst price. That skin, would I pay for it? Probably not, but that's just because I don't really like that character. Like, I'm gonna probably buy the Cinderella skin. I bought the Abe skin, and that's the first time I've ever spent money on this game, and I'll probably never spend money outside of skins because the skins are guaranteed. And I don't mean gacha skins, I mean actual skins, but that's neither here nor there, sorry. Multiple characters have had their kit buff. According to Sefhi, he will cover them in time. Who has had their kits buffed? That's what I want to know. Like, I want to know who has actually had their kits buffed, because there's a lot of characters who just don't stand the test of time, which is fine, you know. A lot of people don't really talk about this. I don't really talk about this because, you know, for me, power creep is just the name of the game. People like to talk about it in gacha games. For me, it doesn't really bother me, but you know, a lot of these characters do get power crept, and you do kind of need certain units when it comes to end game. And if you're playing this game seriously and playing PvP, of course you're gonna need certain characters. If you're just playing for the waifus, this is probably not gonna matter to you, right? Because you only need a character level of like 50k, which is like level maybe 160 to get through the events and stuff like that. So that's probably fine. Although this does open up a lot more characters to being used in the late game if you are a hardcore player like myself. So that, for other people, this should be fine. For me, this kind of sucks because I would want to know who is getting buffed and who isn't. And if there's a character that I would like that's getting buffed, I would like to have that, bro. Like, I want that. You can now level up 5 characters at once until you're over the 160 wall. If you don't know, there's this mechanic in the game called synchronization, and you need to get 3 characters fully limit broken and then level 160, so you don't have to level up all your characters, right? Once you get that level right there, you're going to sync all your characters, and then you have an account level instead of like individual levels. I think it's a cool mechanic. This is what it's called. This is a quality of life. This might just save you like 10 minutes, 5 minutes at the most. You know, just put max level and then just level them up gradually. The way I did it is I leveled each character up by 5 to 10 levels at a time. And eventually I got to the 160 wall. Once I had 5 characters being fully limit broken, I just leveled those up until I hit 160. I haven't looked back ever since. So this probably is if you're, it just saves you time, right? The shops have been updated with better resources and characters available in the shop. What? Wait, what does that mean? I would have to look at this. I don't see a single excuse as to why Global did not get these QOL changes. Even worse is that Global Nikke accounts are shilling Stellar Blade 24/7 now, pretending that we don't notice that what they are doing to CN servers. I'm not liking how radio silent the devs have been for the past, since the 2.5 anniversary. It feels like they put the game on autopilot and they are using it as a platform to promote Stellar Blade for the foreseeable future. And I think that sucks if they are doing something like that, because Stellar Blade is not even coming close to how much Nikke has made this company, right? The maker of this game has become one of the 50 wealthiest men in South Korea, and I promise you none of that is because of Stellar Blade. They probably, to be completely honest, their Stellar Blade is probably if I were to give a estimate, maybe 2 to 3, I would give it a generous 5 months of what Nikke can bring them. And I don't even know if that has to bring, and that probably won't, that probably will become smaller now that China is in it. And I want to see how much China is really going to wail for this game. Like, bro, why? At least even Black Beacon has made an announcement for why things have happened the way they did, and they fixed the problem. I'm so upset about this because I loved Shift Up games. I love Nikke, and Stellar Blade is something that I'm looking forward to come to PC because they're gonna have a Nikke event. You know, I've gone to a Nikke IRL like coffee or boba thing. I love this game, bro. So here, let's look at some of these examples. Here is one of the QOLs where you don't have to spend gems. So here it is. Here's one of them. I don't know if I actually read that out. Did I read that out? Let me see. I didn't read it out, but there is a QOL where you no longer have to spend gems to reset your characters. You actually have to spend, I think it's like 10, 20 gems, I believe, to reset your characters. You no longer have to do that in China. Only in China. And then here's another example of this is another QOL. This one is really obnoxious to me as someone who is constantly switching out characters when I get a new character that I think is going to be more useful to my teams, right? So you see right here, they get that, they take it out, put him in, take him out. Chat, right now, if you were to play on global, this is a 4-hour wait time. What? And he's just like pulling it, putting it, pulling it, and putting it. Like, bro, why is this not something, like, you're not telling me that you need a new client to take off the timer that China doesn't have when it comes to this stuff. Now, I am complaining about this, right? And I'm hoping, bro, I am hoping that the devs come out and say something or fix this because, like, I don't understand. What was the point of just making these QOL for China? Did you just finally realize that these are problems that the players should have? And if you did, and if this came out with the China release and it came out for global as well, I think that's totally fine. But the fact that they didn't even put it out or make an update about it, it's like, brother, I don't I don't know, chat. I'm just over here getting passionate, getting upset, chat. Let me know how you guys feel about the situation. If you play Nikke, are you still going to play Nikke? Are you still going to spend money on this game? Let me know how you guys feel, chat. Comment, like, subscribe, become a member, and I will catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.